Hello and welcome to today's practice. Thank you for joining me today. Go ahead and sit down on your knees on your mat. Find a quiet place and with a breath in, bring your arms above your head. With a breath out, let them slide towards your heart center. Allow yourself to set the intention for your mind and body. The gentle bow to your heart. We will work today on the deep stretches, so allow your body to let go, to go beyond familiar limits. Place your arms on the ground. Going into our knees, we're going to start with a cat and cow. Breathe in, arch. Breathe out, curve and pull the navel in. Listening to the stretch of your spine between the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. Allow your body to move together with your breath. With a breathe out on the curve, breathe in on the arch. Slow down your breath. Breathe out. Go a little further. Find now your flat back parallel to the ground. And we're going to go ahead and bring our hips all the way to our heels. Sitting back and shifting the weight forward. Finding a gentle arch here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Go back. And sending a gentle wave through the curve. Finding that nice arch, pulling the navel in. Keep the breath going, warming up our whole body. Breathe in, open the shoulders, open your chest, breathe out, let go. Release your neck. Breathe in, go a little further. Maybe we'll move from side to side. And the last one. Bring your heels together. And we're going to go for a nice camel pose. Feel free to place the block under your arms or grab your ankles. Finding a nice arch. Opening up the chest. Opening up our heart. And gently bring your pelvis back down. And shifting to our knees and hands. Releasing the right leg behind you parallel to the ground and the opposite arm. We're going to go a little further up. And bringing knee to elbow, but if you're pregnant, make sure that you keep your knee coming a little bit more open so you don't squeeze your belly. Breathe in when you arch and breathe out on the curve. Keep engaging the muscles around your belly, around your ribs, bringing them more in. And even when you arch, have your belly supported, bringing knees back down, and we're going to shift to the other side. You can also modify it and keep it parallel to the ground, or go a little bit further to find a bigger opening and bigger curve. Listen to your body so you can adjust to what your body needs. Breathe in and open. Breathe out, engage your core, and stretch the space between your fingertips and your toes. And find a parallel to the floor. Bring both knees to the ground. Just release your spine a little bit. Tuck your toes, and we're going to go for down facing dog. And from there, just keeping our body moving, keeping the flow of energy. Send the full wave to the plank and back to down facing dog. Bending your knees, send that full rich wave to the plank and down facing dog. Nice stretch under your armpits. And another one. Keep your belly supported. Pull your pelvic floor up and down facing dog. Another one. And just stay here for a little bit. Moving your weight, playing with how your weight is shifting on your hands, on your toes, keeping the core strong. And bring the pelvis up to a down facing dog again. We're going to step forward with our right leg. I'm stepping on the outside because I need a little bit more space for my belly. So feel free to listen what your body needs here. Breathe in, open your chest. And of course you can stay here or bring yourself a little bit higher. Have a little bit support, placing your arm on your knee. And releasing the left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Inviting a nice gentle arch into your body. Especially here, pull your pelvic floor up so you have a support. Yeah, bring it down, and we're gonna go and open up our hips a little bit more, adding a gentle twist into your pelvis, shifting on your right ankle on the outside of your foot, and you can stay here. Or another thing, you can bring your foot back flat on the ground and bend your back leg, and maybe even grab it with your arm or elastic band or towel, whatever is handy. And you can also play with finding your balance, especially here, because I like it since you need to engage the space, your pelvic floor, engage your mula bandha here, working on your balance here as well as stretch. And of course you can always come back forward. Now just place your back leg at the back, and we're gonna rotate a little bit, bringing our pelvis into rotation here and releasing the right arm up and lifting up the pelvis parallel to the ground and down. Now working on a little bit of a strength here as well as flexibility, a beautiful combination of both. Last one, down and up, pull your navel in and let go, shift your weight all the way back, deeper stretch here, surrender, place your arm gently forward, whatever feels good. And I'm adding a little rocking forward and back so you can play with the intensity of a stretch in your hamstring, as well as straightening your leg a little bit further. And we're gonna go for a full split here, listening to our left hip and going forward. I'm stretching and flexing the front leg here so you can control the straight knee a little bit better. And if you want extra stretch, you can tuck the toes behind you and straighten that knee. It will add extra stretch. And you can stay there longer. Keep your spine long. Feel the stretch between both heels, opening more space between your sit bones. Give in. And transitioning, bring your left knee close to one another and your heel close to your seat bone. And especially if you're pregnant, make sure you're not folding forward too much, because we want to avoid as much as possible bending and having a compression into our belly. Grabbing the right leg up and check which grip works for you. One arm, both arms. You can use the towel. Release the tension in your neck here. Gently bend and stretch that knee, checking in. Flex a little further so you can find one version of your straight leg, and you can even play with a nice twist. I recommend to avoid any hard twists if you're pregnant, especially if you're in the second Allow yourself to enjoy it. And bringing your knee to knee. Bringing your right heel close to your sit bone here on the outside. And gently bowing forward. Or if your body allows you, you can go a little further, all the way bending forward, surrendering more. The key is to listen to what your body is up for today. It might take a little longer time. Find a long spine here. And grab your left leg, bring it all the way up. You can also grab it by the shin, or again, use a towel or elastic band, or even bend the knee when you're bringing your leg up. I like on this side to grab the left leg with the left arm, so it creates a little bit more space for your belly. And of course, if you liked on the other side, you can add a gentle twist. I stayed here with a stretch and flexing and pointing my toes. Adding a good stretch into our hamstrings. You might feel it in your calf. Really good for good blood flow in our legs, that we really need that. Bring it down, shift your weight forward, step back to the plank with control, and down facing dog. Bring those armpits closer to the mat and send a gentle wave to the plank again, just to check in and pull your navel in. Bend your knees, shift your legs forward, and coming down to a butterfly, just to finding a gentle stretch here in our glutes. Bowing forward again, listen to your body and see how much forward you want to go, making sure that you're not squeezing your belly. Opening the shins with those elbows, applying gentle pressure there while elongating the spine and releasing our neck, of course. Slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Then we're going to open our left leg to the side, keeping our right heel close to our pubic bone. And here I go only as far as my elbows. Feel free to lay down all the way, but for me that's off limits for now. So listen to your body, let go in your neck. Maybe you can open your elbows gently, like I do here, and wiggle your spine. Sending a gentle wave through your whole spine. Breathe in, find a gentle arch and let it bring you all the way up. Switch those legs. Placing the left heel now close to your pubic bone. Bending the elbows. Flexing the toes of your right leg. That helps us to make sure that the knee is stretched and that we're not rotating, rolling forward with our thigh while we're bending forward. Breathe into your glutes area or wherever you feel tension to release it. Let it go. And again here, send a gentle wave through your spine. Breathe in, add a gentle arch into your spine and let it take you all the way up. Just to wrap it up, feel free to use a block or a pillow or anything that you like to use to elevate your pelvis. Interlace your fingers behind you and gently bend forward to land on the crown of your head. Now you can also get into the position with help of your arms and only then interlace them. Adding a nice stretch and bringing a little bit of blood flow into our head, especially good if you have some headaches or migraines. And you can stay there longer if that's the case. Or release and bend forward. Again, especially if your belly grew, make sure you always keep the space without squeezing your belly. That's one of the reasons I like to elevate my pelvis and walk all the way up, or stay there. We're just going to wrap up the session, finding a nice verticality, peaceful moment with a breath in. Collect your arms above your head into the prayer. Let it slide to your heart center. Allow yourself to thank yourself for taking this time to listen, to expand your mind and body, to give yourself a moment to feel your energy around. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you next time. Feel free to check any other classes that you might find useful on my channel. Stay safe, stay healthy. Namaste.